Kelly is joining. She happens to be the product expert. Her last name is Diedring. And Kelly, you can relate to what I'm saying, right? You look at a bottle of juice.
You can't pronounce half the ingredients.
Right.
You don't want to eat what you can't pronounce because that's chemicals that you're putting right into your body.
Right.
And it's just not good for you.
Wholesome, organic, good foods. There is no price to pay. There's no high price to pay for good quality foods. There's no sacrifice. There is no middle of the road. All the experts are talking about the fact that there are no substitutes for apples, right?
You can't.
Beets,
this is what
kale. You've got to get the right amount of vegetables and fruit in your diet.
That's right. This is what Mother Nature intended us to digest. And I read this quote, and it's one of my favorite quotes of my life. It's every time you eat or drink, you are either feeding disease or you are fighting it. So think about that. Every time you eat or drink, you're feeding disease or you're fighting it, okay? You're fighting, you know, juicing, and there's so many testimonials out there. I encourage people, if you're intimidated by juicing, just go online and read these testimonials about people who have fought cancer and diabetes and high blood pressure.
People have lost weight, honey.
And weight loss, just to name a few.
We're not making any type of medical claims at all.
No,
but
it's just good for you, that's all.
And well, I mean, look at this. You know it's good for you. How many of us how many of you are eating 5 and 6 servings of vegetables a day? Some of you aren't even eating a piece of fruit a day, right? So what about waking up and I want you to look at what Kelly is doing. Look at this.
See it? Yeah, there we go. An entire pear, and that's what's so great about the Dash Juicer is, first of all, the power.
Look at that! Oh my God!
800 watts of power. That is more than most of the power tools in your garage right now. 800 watts. And we are spinning at a revolution of 13,000.
And she's not cutting a thing. She's not slicing
an entire pineapple,
right? With the skin on it, by the way.
And the truth is, the skins, most of us cut those skins off. That's where most of those healthy ingredients
this is a
nutrition is. It is.
I have seen juicers for several $100s that can't do this, where you have to cut the apple.
Yep.
Look at this, cantaloupe. Look at this. And it's nice and tall, so it's not going to take up a lot of counter space. A lot of juicers are wide. This one is more narrow and it's tall. And look at this.
And you can see that's 4 cups of juice that I just juiced in, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. 4 cups for your family. And what's great about the Dash Juicer is it comes with this fantastic 4-cup pitcher with a froth separator. So those of you that like to drink the froth, you take that separator out. For those of you that don't,
love
the froth is,
that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. You don't find that. You know, I did my homework when I learned about the Dash Juicer, and I fell in love with this juicer because I did my homework, and you're not going to find the specifications on this juicer for 2, 3, 4 times the price online. You've got 800 watts of power, 13,000 revolutions per minute, and I just want to quickly go over all the moving parts of this juicer because people complain that juicers are kind of difficult to clean up.
Right.
Not the Dash Juicer. They've literally thought of everything. So all of the pieces that you see here come apart. You just pull them off just like that. If you want to throw them in the dishwasher, they're completely dishwasher safe. I happen to juice every single morning. I've been juicing for 10 years of my life, so I just rinse them out in the sink. But check out this. 13,000 revolutions per minute. Can you see? That is Japanese cut steel. This is the workhorse here. You're not going to find this. It's paper thin on the outside. You don't want to put your fingers in here because it's that sharp, and that is really what's doing all of that fantastic work. And then you get this bin here, which will hold, I mean, I've never filled this bin, and I juice a lot. It holds several cups. And if you want to use the pulp to cook with, I encourage people to make carrot bread, zucchini bread. You can put it in your pastas.
Lots of them. There are all sorts of great cookbooks that are out there.
Absolutely. Then, of course, you get the pitcher here, and then it even comes with the tool to clean it with. So, like I said, don't stick your fingers in. You're just going to clean it just like this, and it just makes life so much easier. You see all of the pieces that you get there. My mother is healthy. She's 60 years old. Every time I say that on TV, she scolds me. But she's very healthy, and I asked her one day, why aren't you juicing, Mom? And she said, I just always thought it was too difficult to clean. It's not. It's so easy.
And I think people think that the machine sometimes is a little bit larger, and that's why I like this model, because, like I said, it's tall. It's very slender, and I love that. But I go back to why I just started back juicing, because I'll go through it periodically.
Good for you.
And I specifically started back juicing just last week, and I've started on my beets.
They're so good for you.
I do beets, and I don't even like to eat beets.
Okay, but when you juice it and you put something sweet.
I put my beets in, and I slice a little apple in it.
Put the greens with it.
And I add kale.
Yep. Oh, kale is a superfood. Absolutely a superfood.
And I'm telling you, within a day, within a day, I know it sounds crazy, I started feeling better.
Yep, absolutely.
Your digestive system is better. I mean, there's all sorts of amazing benefits to juicing, guys.
There really is. There's so many cancer-fighting ingredients, and I turned that off because I want to show real quick before I forget.
Look at this.
How all you do is turn up the nozzle. Did you see that? So instead of all that drip, drip, drip all over the counter, all you do is turn up that nozzle, and it's not messy.
Kelly,
so when
that's
I tell
huge
you,
because a lot of juicers stuff gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
That's another
It's
reason
messy.
why people don't want to be bothered because they don't. Number one, they don't have time to slice. People don't have time.
It takes a lot of time.
They're busy. So the fact that you can take your apples, your strawberries, you don't have to cut and dice. Look at what she's doing.
an entire apple.
And please get your kids off of those traditional juices. You put a little apple in, you'll know exactly what they're eating. You don't have to have that high fructose corn syrup that you know that's in a lot of those foods.
These are cranberries. And I'm making this because I'm trying to make a point that I just love to use my juicer for fresh cocktails. So look, we have our red sitting on the counter.
And red is almost sold out,
at our
by the
holiday
way.
parties, and we do fresh cocktails. Now tell me, for your New Year's or your holiday parties, if you're not the envy of the party when you're doing fresh cocktails, we've garnished it with a little bit of our candy cane here, but now I have a cran apple. I could do a martini. I could put some vodka,
delicious.
some rum, whatever you want to put. And look at how pretty that is. Now, if you've never had a fresh cocktail, and I'm going to add the cocktail part right here.
Ooh, girl.
If you've never had a fresh cocktail, I encourage you to try it. Now is the season. You're going to do those parties. You're going to do those fresh cocktails. And then, starting the new year, you're going to start using it for health reasons. Because all of us are going through the holidays and we're going to go, all right, well, in January, I'm going to really kick it into gear. And the way to kick your health and fitness plan into gear really is to start with a juicer.
Well, you know, it's interesting because if you go online, I mean, you know all about the health benefits of juicing. And I think most people have thought about it from time to time. For me, I realized I wasn't getting the proper amount of fruits and vegetables.
You could probably tell on your energy level.
Oh my gosh. And that's the one thing that people say, that they feel like they got their get up and go again. And it's so fast. You know, I know we all live very busy and hectic lifestyles. That's what I like about juicing. I can get all of those wholesome vegetables and fruits.
That's absolutely right.
Start of the morning, in the middle of the day, I drink it, and I'm good for the entire day.
And that's right.
Do this for you. I mean, your health is your wealth. We always say that, and I love what you said a little bit earlier. Say that again.
Every time you eat or drink, you are either feeding disease or you're fighting it. And I want to talk about what I just did here because you're talking about starting your day with juicing. This is how I start my morning. Every morning I used to drink coffee. Nothing wrong with coffee, but those of us kind of get addicted to that caffeine. I encourage you to try juicing. If you don't have more energy juicing than you do with a cup of coffee, send it back to us. But I promise you, you will. What I've just juiced is my superfoods. You saw me put in my celery, natural electrolytes. Throw those sugary sports drinks out the window. Don't feed those to your kids. Juice some celery for that natural electrolyte. I did my strawberries and my blueberries and an apple, and then I poured in 1 scoop of protein. And it is a complete meal. It's probably the healthiest meal I'm gonna have all day long, and I have so much more energy. But it's not just about the energy. You're gonna see those pounds fall off because instead of eating that bagel or something, that donut that your coworker brought in, get the juice. You can take it on the go with you, throw it in the refrigerator,
and by the way,
at
I
lunch.
apologize to you. Red is now completely sold out, so thank you for your orders there. And now we have the blue, and then we also have it in the chrome. Do this for you. As a matter of fact, friend me on my Facebook page or through HSN, and let's do it together. Share some of your recipes with me, and I'll share some of my recipes with you. Like recently for me, I've been doing tons of beef and tons of kale. And I like it. You know, there are a lot of benefits.
Taste
and
that kale, do you?
No, you don't.
You don't.
And there are a lot of benefits to raw. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
So guys, this gives you an opportunity to be able to enjoy. So here you go.
I just did the citrus.
And look at how fast.
I just did orange, lemon, and pineapple. Now, talk about a delicious cocktail, but not even if it's a cocktail. Just try that.
Smells good.
I mean, just try that. Start your mornings with this fresh juice. Get rid of those chemicals. You know, the thing about juicing
is that good?
Is that our bodies were
So
actually
good.
designed to digest natural foods. Our bodies aren't designed to digest those chemicals. And so the longer that we've been eating those chemicals, we start to feel sluggish and we wonder why. And we work out, but we're still eating the same foods. Just give it a try. The other thing I love to do with fruits and veggies in my refrigerator that are going bad, all of those vitamins and minerals are still in the fruits and veggies. Don't throw them in the garbage. If they're going bad, throw them in your juicer.
That's a great
and
idea.
Drink them, and don't throw that money away. Drink those vitamins and those minerals and those antioxidants. They're so
Let me
good
do
for
this,
you.
Kelly, because we only have 2 minutes remaining.
Okay.
I want you to know that this is a $20 savings. I spoke with our buyer earlier, and he looked online today and was in a major department store where he actually saw exact same thing, $100. There's another store, a big store. If I name the store, you would know what they're selling it like for $149. We are offering it at $79.95, and we're gonna ship it to you with free shipping and 3 flex for this hour alone. Red is gone. Choose between the chrome and the blue. Do this for yourself. I am telling you, I am not kidding you. I just started back juicing just last week. And I also have to say this. Your blender isn't gonna work.
It isn't. You're absolutely right.
I have to say that to you. I hate to disappoint you. Your blender is not a juicer.
Look at my vegetables.
Your blender will end up burning out. By the time you put a whole, you want something. I mean, did you see that was what entire, was that a zucchini?
This is that was an entire zucchini, and what I'm doing here, and I didn't want to overflow it. That's how much juice comes out of this. I am notorious for overflowing these. Joelle, our food stylist, she's always yelling at me. Don't overflow those, but the thing is, there's so much juice that comes out, it's nearly impossible not to. I have
wanna
2
try that one.
tomatoes, a zucchini, and a carrot. Here is my tip to you. If you're gonna, you're supposed to get those vitamins and minerals from your 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. We've learned that since we were kids, right? Those 5 servings every single day you're supposed to have.
Right. Now I think it's even more.
Here's the deal. I don't have time in my day to chew that much fruit and vegetables.
Right.
Where's my plate? Right in front of me here, I've got 5 servings of fruits and vegetables.
And you know what,
Now
Kelly?
tell
I
me
know
if
you wanted
can-
to finish your point, but I apologize because we're out of time. But her point is, this is what you're supposed to be eating every day. Let's all make a commitment together and partner together to eat healthy, to eat clean, to feed our body those fresh fruits and vegetables that you know. So whether you want to either be, fighting?
Okay, every time you eat or drink, you're either feeding disease or fighting it.
Are you
It took
feeding
me
or
a day or 2
fighting?
to think about that.
Yeah.
And it just scared me.
Are you feeding it or fighting it? Stay on the phone lines. 150 now remaining in the blue. Thank you very much, Kelly.
Thank you, Marlo.
It's time for a brand new
Juicy.
day at HSN. Here's a look at our brand new Today's Special.